Welcome back. It is Wednesday, back day. You know, I'm one day behind this week. Doesn't really matter. We are like 50 days out, I think, from Olympia, which is pretty close, coming up pretty close. I have some advice for you. Egg whites, they're worth it. Get a pack from Costco or Sam's Club, or the bulk food stores are better, cheaper in a way, and those are great. I've been eating a lot of egg whites. It's pure protein. So I used to be really into non-fat plain Greek yogurt because the ratio of protein is very high for the amount of food that you eat, plus the carbs are pretty low. So it's like you get 18, like per serving, it's 18 grams of protein if you get the right one, and then like 7 grams of carbs. So that's really good. That's not bad, the ratio there, because it's important to, I guess, when you're trying to get your macros, you're trying to hit your protein, you're trying to hit your fats, your carbs, it's important to find food groups that are the most separate. So rice is almost 100% carbs. Potatoes are almost 100% carbs. Broccoli is almost 100% carbs. And something like beans, that's a pretty hard mix of carbs and protein. It's like you can be at 8 or 9 grams of protein with about 20 grams of carbs or 17 grams of carbs per serving. And what makes that difficult, first of all, is that the protein in beans is not, doesn't have all the amino acids that you want. So it's not the best source of protein. Also, like, what's the one? Collagen. I've seen a lot of videos, people talking about, oh, if you add bone broth to your rice, it's like free protein because bone broth, has collagen protein, which does not have the right amino acids. So to trigger muscle protein synthesis, collagen is the absolute worst. Essentially it doesn't exist as protein. When you eat it, you have to have a lot of it for it to trigger muscle protein synthesis and be as effective as an equivalent amount of, 25 grams of protein from yogurt or from eggs or from meat is really good because it has, I think the amino acid is, it starts with an L, I think, I forget, like leucine or something, not leucine, whatever it is, but you know what I mean. So anyway, what happens is if you're trying to hit your protein goal and you're doing it with beans, you're also going to exceed your carb goal because you're getting more carbs along with the protein. So egg whites being only protein, no carbs in there, I can easily get 50 grams of protein and I haven't even had any fats or any carbs, which means now I can add carbs to it. I can add tomatoes, I can add spinach, I can add beans if I want, and that also increases protein. Or just have egg whites. Or I can add What's up, man? How are you? Doing pretty good?
Huh?
You doing good?
Yeah, I'm doing well. You look like you're in and out.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, you look like you dropped probably 5-6 pounds.
I hope so. Yeah.
You
Oh,
look like a fat ass anymore.
the face goes first. Get that jawline back.
No, you weren't fat. You
Cut it to the.
weren't to where you should be.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
How you doing?
Good, honestly good. Like, work is improving, which is a huge boost to my whole life.
I bet you in 10 years you'll be walking.
I like that.
You know why? AI technology is getting so advanced.
Yeah.
They find shit how they can repair stuff.
You're right. Add the egg whites to pancake mix, stuff like that. And that's really good. That's key right there. So I promise you, egg whites are what you need to be eating. And they fill you up, and they're very versatile too. You can do savory, you can do sweet, You know, you can kind of make it as an omelet, but because egg whites are just kind of like tofu in a way, you can add the flavors you want to it. So you can have sweet egg whites. You can add cinnamon, some vanilla, make it like French toast style, and then if you add some bread into there or something or whatever it is, it's good. So that's my advice for you: is get into the egg white game. And then after that, the next best thing is probably chicken breast, because it has no carbs, just some fat and protein. Then non-fat plain Greek yogurt, because it has protein and carbs. And the carbs are important because it's a sugar carb. So when you're eating carbs, you want to go for fiber and more complex. So like leafy greens are good. Beans are a good source of carbohydrate because it's a lot of fiber in there and it'll fill you up and it's more complex. So it's, and I don't really know everything, but I know that a carbohydrate train is basically a carbon with water, H2O. So it's a hydrated carbon chain. And similar to how there's fats like monosaturated, fully saturated, and all these different types of fats, it just, the carbohydrates are, it's the chain of carbons with water, H2O, that determines if it's more complex, more like fructose or glucose or whatever. And that's way beyond me. But anyway, yeah, so you don't want to get all your carbs from yogurt, is what I'm saying. And you want to reserve your carb allotment for, better carbs, such as potatoes or beans. But then the problem with the beans is that you get the protein with it. So if you're going just for carbs, you want to get a bean that is lower in protein, so then you can get your protein from a source that's actually better. Yeah, it gets really complicated, all this meal prep stuff, but I'm just wanting to tell you that if you are not doing egg whites, you gotta be doing egg whites. They are key. And on that note, I didn't know I was not, I mean, it's good that I zoomed in, but I thought I was zoomed all the way out. There we go, more like this. Doing our pull-ups today with the newer wheelchair, so this is different. I usually use my other wheelchair with the lower backrest and everything and the better seat belt, because the seat belt is really bad. But we're trying this out, mainly because I'm going to the office and this wheelchair is much more comfortable for my day-to-day, just kind of chilling. And the other wheelchair is much more geared towards working out and the bodybuilding shows and stuff. Yeah, this is a busy gym right now. It was not this busy when I first came in, but now this whole weightlifting area is very busy. So I'm gonna do this workout, that way I don't take up anyone else's time or people waiting for it, I'm also gonna do part of my workout at my office gym. So you're gonna see a couple workouts here, and then we're gonna be going to the office gym later today. So this video will be posted later in the day. Yeah, I feel better today. I do feel better today, but I'm still, work is getting better. That's what's really important, because I spend a lot of my time at work every single day, and it's getting better. I'm getting put on a different project, one that's actually, interesting and something that I would like to do, because at a certain point, there's the benefits from work, like healthcare and stuff, which is sad that I have to care about that. But, I already said this in another video. In America, you need a job to have good healthcare, which is a shame. But, having good healthcare, having, I don't know, other benefits, I guess. Healthcare is the main one. But then, the income that I have from Oracle and everything is good. It's good. But it's not as important as my time in my actual life. So if I'm working on stuff that is either stunting my career, which it kind of still does. So You know, it's not giving me the skills or the experience necessary to grow beyond Oracle, you know? So like if I ever do get laid off and I want to change jobs or something, then I'm not going to be faring very well because all my skills are very, very Oracle centric and they don't transfer. So that's one issue. And then if I'm working on stuff that just isn't really exciting, then, you know, day in, day out, I'm going to work, and yes, the benefits are good, but I would just feel like I'm wasting my 20s, you know? So I'd rather have more fun, more exciting, more memories, more stories, meet new people, you know, just a better life overall, even if that means that the money isn't all there, you know? It's a hard thing to balance, and yeah, okay. I'm actually gonna work out now.